Good afternoon, traders, and welcome back to our Hot Stocks Outlook for January 25th, 2019. Hope you're all having a great week out in the financial markets. We've had a ton of opportunities opening up really all throughout the month of January here. But we're going to take a look here today at Steelcase. We've got Legg Mason in the financials, Owens-Illinois, a big glass maker there, ULTA Salons and Stores, Cosmetics, and also Roku, which we've touched on over the past couple of weeks here. And I really want to highlight, how to use all of these indicators to help you navigate, especially windows like we've had here. We've seen a lot of stocks move up, but every stock's going to have those different characteristics to it, and you really want to get the most out of that opportunity. So starting here with Steelcase, so manufacturer of office products and things like that, it almost doesn't matter. Almost every stock here is moving up aside from a few things out there. But we have daily price action. So each one of these bars here is a full trading day. And you see against that, there's a black line, a blue line, a green or red indicator at the bottom, and also a predicted trading range here. It looks like a shadow candle. And we'll explain how all of this works together. Now, against those daily bars, that black line that you see on the chart, that is a regular or simple moving average. We refer to it as the actual simple moving average, and that's a good barometer of where prices have already been over a given period of time. But what we want to compare that value to is this blue value, so this blue line, and that's generated utilizing the artificial intelligence found within VantagePoint. So it's utilizing a technology known as neural networks to anticipate how other markets are affecting and influencing, in this case, Steelcase, the target market that you're trading, and then forecast moving forward of where prices are expected to move. So you're comparing the prediction to really the summary of where prices have been. And therefore, if that blue line crosses above the black line, well, you're really in an uptrend. Average prices are expected to move higher than where they've been historically. So in addition to that indicator that's really pointing out the overall trend direction, you have this extremely accurate indicator at the bottom. Now, this is called the predicted neural index, also utilizing neural network technology, but over a different time frame here, right? So this is looking just 48 hours ahead at a time. And so every 48 hours, it's going to update and let you know, hey, overall strength or weakness over the next 48-hour window. And that can really help traders navigate over a given period of time. And what I really like about it, there's some really helpful techniques to do this here. But lastly here, as far as rounding out the indicators, is you've got a predicted trading range. So predicted trading direction, short-term strength or weakness, and also even an intraday levels of where you should expect prices to be that can help you gauge where you want to place stop losses and things like this. Now, Steelcase here, you see we get this crossover to the upside indicating, look, the trend is now up. And we can actually see those predicted levels against the actual trading day. So you see we have our predicted levels coming in here. Well, that will be filled in with what actually occurs in the market over that trading day. And you see how this works, really indicating that we're not going to hit these predicted levels every day, but certainly you want to be a buyer. And if you're at or near those levels, it's a great opportunity to get long and take profit intraday up at these predicted highs. Now, the trend is obviously up here, and you see we eventually break higher, but again, the trend is up, right? So buying at these levels, you see multiple coming through. You have good intraday levels to be taking profits, as well as holding on to the trend. But you see what happens here. Neural index drops down to a red. You see you get this short-term weakness in the market, and you actually end up trading below the predicted moving average. And so this is just a helpful technique and way to think about this is a predicted moving average. Well, you're obviously going to trade above and below that average and more likely to trade below when you see these signals getting bearish. So that can help you understand, okay, well, expect some weakness, expect a pullback, but really be looking towards these predicted levels to actually take a position. And you see we bounce higher and the trend still very much to the upside. So moving forward with all of that understood, it doesn't matter really where you're trading in the market. There may be these nuances as far as whether you're trading something like Steelcase or in this case Legg Mason or a financial stock, right? But you see here blue line crosses above the black line there. Neural index, really up here for pretty much the duration. A couple days where you pop down to the red there, but also the blue line well above that black line, so indicating, look, a very strong trend. And so as this market trades forward, you want to say, okay, well, where can I look to be a buyer? Where should I look to take profit on the upside of these moves if I'm a shorter term trader here? But you see, even on a day like this, you have this big shadow candle. You're closing pretty much at the predicted low there. Days like this really, giving you that window over those few trading days of, where should you be getting into the market? You don't want to be chasing things down necessarily on this day. Wait for the software to update, give you a new predicted low, and use that as a guide there. So really great opportunity here in, Legg Mason here, and really all of the financials. There's been some great opportunities here. But this market up 14% or $3.50 a share. There's a market trading at, $25 a share at the beginning of the month here. So really huge opportunity to get involved in the market and really see a nice return and a really nice percentage return there on the upside. So, all throughout the markets, there's really nice opportunities, whether you're, wanting to get into something more volatile or, even the slower moving stocks here. So this is Owens-Illinois. They make, glass bottles and jars and things like that. But if you want a more stable sort of place to trade or maybe invest over the longer term, same approach here of saying, okay, well, blue line over black line, this is where you want to look to be a buyer. Neural index up there at a 1, you see it holding pretty well. But again, more importantly comes the shorter term trade management that you're going to get with a tool like this of saying, okay, well, you want to be buying down at these levels. If you put a limit order on this day, you're getting filled at the open, getting filled some more here. But these blue line, that predicted moving average, and our neural index suggesting, look, remain in this position to the upside. And we've seen some, pretty nice moves out of some tamer stocks here. You have 13% rally in Owens-Illinois. So, even if you're an options trader and you're wondering, okay, well, where should I be buying my calls? Should I be, essentially selling puts and collecting a lot of premium? Well, really nice opportunity here. Market moving up 13%. In really just 16 trading days there, but multiple opportunities along the way to get long, take a little bit of profit, buy back in at lower prices, and really manage the opportunity, right? So here's ULTA, really nice company here, obviously doing very well here, but crossover to the upside over the same period of time. You're seeing a lot of markets highly correlated, but you want to know, okay, well, if I'm getting into a market in January, should I remain in that market? Well, as long as that blue line remains above the black line, you're not getting crossovers to the downside, it says you're in a uptrending market, and therefore look towards these predicted levels to possibly, add to your position, take new trades. But you really see how this works out moving forward from here. Predicted low again, getting filled at the open with a limit order there, getting filled here. You eventually bounce higher, as a lot of these markets have. But you see, even intraday, there's some really fantastic levels to be getting involved in the market, and you're almost immediately within the next day or two trading at higher levels and continuing that trend. And in many of these cases, trading with profits at those levels, which is certainly a position of strength. When you're in the markets, to be able to essentially use the house's money and continue on that opportunity. So here, a really nice move, 20% rally in shares of ULTA, $48 per share. So again, if you're looking for areas in the market to be buying calls or get involved, there's been a nice road and a guide here with these tools to help you moving forward. And lastly here, Roku. And I just wanted to really use this to highlight a market we've already covered, but again, how the forecasts are really what it's all about. So how to manage those opportunities and trades moving forward for the type of trader that you are and what you want to do. So here we see in Roku, here's your crossover. So the beginning of the trend here, neural index up at a 1, and obviously a really nice move to the upside here. So you see you gap down. You're actually, again, if you're placing a limit order, which is traditionally how you do it with this sort of approach, you're actually getting filled down here at about 29.82 at the open. You see the next day we trade moving forward, but neural index still saying strength here, right? So we're getting a lot of volatility. We eventually go higher, but this is just really what I wanted to highlight here is for those shorter term traders and to do some trade management. If you're able to get involved with this rally, well, look what the neural index starts telling you. Expect some weakness, expect to trade essentially on the lower side of the predicted moving average, right? So this will be the average. You'll trade above, you'll trade below it. Well, really expect a longer period of trading around this price level, which we can see here, a price level of $41 per share, and really pushing to the lower side of that, to probably towards $39 per share. And you see you get a long period of time where the trend is still up. So, as a trend trader, you don't want to get out of your position and sacrifice the move. but there's some great management to be done here and to buy back at cheaper prices along the way. And of course, again, use those, predicted levels here. And you see a lot of volatility being factored in. We don't get to these lows, but look how quickly the software is adapting and adjusting and letting you know, okay, well, if you're taking some profit up here, buy at lower prices, and getting in down here at $40 a share once again, as that blue line still above the black line, and the trend, remains to the upside, it seems here. But until that blue line crosses below the black line, you want to hold on to those positions as a trend trader. Certainly hold on to some of your position that you took all the way back here at something like $30 per share, right? So with that covered here, again, just one of these really nice opportunities we see over the course of this, still up 33%, but still trending and moving to the upside here, in this really nice month of January. It's been a fantastic month in the market. Just almost any stock you want to go ahead and get involved in. So once again, that's been our Hot Stocks Outlook for January 25th, 2019. Best of luck to you traders out there in the markets. Have a great week. Thanks again, and bye for now.